Hello fans, Dallas Cowboys, we are entering to another important off-season, and once again the trade rumors are starting to heat up. One name that keeps coming up in NFL cycles is Max Crosby. The idea of Max Crosby leaving the Las Vegas Raiders and joining Dallas Cowboys has become one of the most talked about defensive rumors in the league. Right now, nothing is confirmed. This is purely trade rumor and speculation. But when fans and analysts talked about a perfect fit for the Dallas Cowboys defense, Max Crosby's name is always near the top of the list. And when you really break down, it is easy to understand why. Max Crosby is known across the NFL as one of the most relentless defensive ends in football. Yes, hello fans, Dallas Cowboys. We are entering to another important off-season, and once again the trade rumors are starting to heat up. One name that keeps coming up in the NFL cycles is Max Crosby. The idea of the Max Crosby leaving the Las Vegas Raiders and joining Dallas Cowboys has become one of the most talked about defensive rumors in the league. Right now, nothing is confirmed, of course. This is purely trade rumors and speculation, but when fans and analysts talked about a perfect fit for the Dallas Cowboys defense, Max Crosby's name is always near the top of the list. When you really break it down, it is easy to understand why. Max Crosby is known across the NFL as one of the most relentless defensive ends in football. He plays with non-stop energy, high effort, and motor that never turns off. Every snap, every play, he is attacking the quarterback. That is exactly the kind of the mindset the Dallas Cowboys defense needs more of. The Cowboys, of course, defense has talent, but consistency has been a problem for a long period of time. In big moments, especially against stronger offensive lines, the pass rush sometimes disappear. That is where Max Crosby trade rumors become very interesting for the Cowboys. And Crosby is not a player who disappears. Even when he does not get a sack, he creates pressure, forces bad throws, and changes how offenses call plays. If Max Crosby were to join Dallas Cowboys, the first thing he would bring is intensity in the defense. He plays angry football. Offensive attackers struggle to keep up with his speed, strength, and endurance. For Dallas, adding a player like that could completely change the identity of the defense. Another important point is leadership. Max Crosby is not just a pass rusher. He is a leader on and off the field. He leads by example, by working hard, and by holding himself accountable. The Cowboys defense has young talent, but adding a proven veteran leader like Crosby could help raise the overall level of discipline and effort. From the scheme perspective, Max Crosby would fit very well in the Dallas. Oh my God. The Cowboys like the attack. They like aggressive defensive fronts that pressure the quarterbacks quickly. Crosby excels in one-on-one situation, which means offenses would be forced to adjust their protection scheme. That alone would open opportunities for the rest of the defense to make plays. These trade rumors also raise questions about timing. The Raiders are in different phases as a team, while the Cowboys are clearly in win-now mindsets. That difference is why people believe Dallas could at least explore the idea of a trade. It does not mean it will happen, but it does not, or it does explain why the rumor exists. Finally, financially, the Cowboys' Max Crosby trade would not be easy. He is a star player, and the star players cost a lot. Dallas would have to give up valuable draft picks or future assets. But when you are chasing championships, sometimes you have to take big risks to get big rewards. For the Cowboys defense, the rewards would be immediately. Max Crosby would instantly become one of the most feared defenders in NFC. Quarterbacks would have to get rid of the ball faster. Offensive coordinators would have to game plan specifically around him. That kind of attention makes the entire defense better. And it is also important to remember that these are still just rumors. The Cowboys have not officially announced the interest, and the Raiders have not indicated they want to move Crosby. But in NFL, big trades often start exactly like this, with the swipers, speculations, and the strong logic behind of the idea. As the offseason continues, Cowboys fans should keep an eye on this situation. If the trades never happens, the fact that Max Crosby's name is being linked to the Dallas shows how seriously the Cowboys are about upgrading their defense. You know that Micah Parsons is already gone. They of course have to add another defensive player like Max Crosby. They know pressure wins championships. Crosby represents a light pressure. In this end, the idea of Max Crosby is in Dallas Cowboys uniform is exciting because it makes sense on the field. His effort, toughness, and pass rushing ability could help turn the Cowboys defense into one of the most dangerous units in the NFL. Whether rumors or reality, it is a story worth watching closely. In the Dallas Cowboys are approaching another critical moment that will define the direction of this franchise. And this time, the conversation centers around one name only, George Pickens. The question is simple, but the consequences are massive. Should the Dallas Cowboys do everything they can to keep George Pickens and make sure he never reached the free agents? When you really slow this conversation down, the answer becomes clear. Yes, absolutely yes. George Pickens is not just another wide receiver. He is a difference maker. He is the kind of the player defenses must account for on every single snap. When he lines up on the fields, coverage shifts, safeties hesitate, corners play deeper. That kind of the presence changes how the entire offense operates. Even when the ball is not coming this way, for the Dallas Cowboys, losing a player like that would not just be losing talent, it would be losing leverage. It would be losing an advantage that is very hard to replace. George Pickens brings something to the Cowboys offense that cannot be taught. Confidence, swagger, fearlessness. He believes he can win any matchup against any defender at any moment. That mindset matters, especially in the big games, especially when the pressure is high. One of the biggest mistakes teams make in NFL is letting elite talent walk away and convincing themselves they can replace it later. Jerry Jones has seen this story before, and the front office has seen this story before. That smart move is learning from the past instead of repeating it. If George Pickens reaches to the free agents, the Cowboys lose control. They lose leverage. At that point, that market decides his value, not Dallas. And when elite wide receivers hit, the open market, the price only goes up. Waiting only makes the situation harder, not easy. Keeping George Pickens is not just about production, it is about identity. He represents aggression, he represents confidence, he represents an offense that is not afraid to challenge defenses down the field. Without him, defenses get comfortable, and comfortable defenses win. Coaching staff understand this. They see it on film. They see how Pickens stretches the field, how he draws attention, and how he creates space simply by existing in formation. Even plays where he is not targeted, he is influencing the outcome. Jerry Jones also understands the business sides of these decisions. Stars sells hope, stars sells belief, and George Pickens is a star in making. Letting him walk away into free agents would send wrong message, not just to the fans but also the locker room. Players notice when organizations take care of their own. They notice when talent is rewarded. They notice when commitment is mature. Keeping Pickens tells the team that performance matters and that excellence is valued in Dallas. There is also issue of timing. The Cowboys are not in rebuilding mood. They are in complete now mood. Letting a key wide receiver leave during a competitive window creates unnecessary holes that take time to fill, time that championship level teams do not have. George Pickens gives the Dallas Cowboys reliability in big moments. He does not shy away from pressure. He does not disappear when defense tighten up. Those are the players you breed around, not a player you let test free agents. Some may argue about contracts, money, and flexibility, but elite talent always costs money. The real question is value, and Pickens provides value every time he steps on the field. The cost of replacing him in production, the chemistry and trust, he is higher than the cost of keeping him. Jerry Jones also has always believed in star power. He has always believed that special players deserve the special commitments, and George Pickens fits that philosophy perfectly. He is young, he is talented, and he is only getting better. The coaching staff also benefits from the stability, keeping George Pickens a low continuity in offense. Timing improves, of course. Trust grows, playbooks expands. When you consistently replace talent, you consistently reset progress. And let's be honest now. If George Pickens become a free agent, there will be long line of the teams ready to pay him and feature him. Dallas should not allow that to happen. Not when they already have him, not when he already throws the system, not when he already fits the culture. The smartest move is